So let's get into the first ranking, shall we? Okay, so first on our list is Batman the Ride. So Batman the Ride, I liked it. It was not as forceful as the one in Great America, which definitely brought it down in my ranking, if you want me to be completely honest. And yeah, Batman the Ride was a good ride. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in okay, because it was like middle of the road. It definitely was weird being mirrored, and it definitely was a different experience. But I wouldn't say it was my favorite there, if you get what I mean. That's my rating on it. I'll give it, I don't know. It was good. I would ride it again 100%. Boomerang. Now, people are gonna be mad about this. Maybe a little mad about this. I'm gonna put this. I want to add that all these, there's nothing wrong with this. So I'm gonna put this. These are all based on my rankings this time I went. I'm gonna put Boomerang in amazing. Put your pitchforks down. Just put it over Batman the Ride. It was more memorable to me going on Boomerang than Batman the Ride. I don't know why, but I think I really like boomerangs. I like the feeling of dropping backwards, going backwards through everything. I like the little just the somewhat kind of launch feeling, if you know what I mean. Flying through that station. I mean, I wouldn't say it's high and amazing, but it's definitely was pretty good. I definitely had fun with it. That doesn't mean Batman the Ride wasn't good. I just would put this over it. Okay. Here comes a very controversial rating. So, last time I went, Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast was a blast. This time around, I would definitely say it hurt a little. It didn't hurt. I don't like using that word. I use that word lightly. But it was slightly painful at one point. I'm going to put it in okay. I know I'm ranking a Boomerang, but I'm going to put it above Batman the Ride. Last time, if you asked me, I would have put it in whoa or amazing. This time, I think it might have been something with the trains or the weather or something. It ran a little rough, and it banged me around a little bit. But I had a lot of fun. The launch is insane. Going backwards through the whole layout is insane. What's it called? It's not a top hat, is it? Where you launch out and you go through that little, I guess it would be called a top hat, wouldn't it be? And then going up that spike, and of course there's actually that turnaround too. All of that is a blast. No pun intended, but it's a blast to ride. Would I say it was my favorite throughout the day? No. But would I say it was the worst I rode that day? Definitely, definitely not. It was not the best, not the worst. It was like middle of the road. Above Batman. Yeah. Okay, American Thunder. Now, this is a weird one. Because when I remember riding it the first time I rode it, I remember having an absolute blast. It was nighttime, it was Fright Fest, it was everything, and it was crazy. This time, I don't remember it all that much. That's the problem. And it's weird, because I remember having a lot of fun on Boomerang. But I feel like this is going to be below Mr. Freeze, but above Batman. And I think Batman's kind of got outshined because it was the first ride of the day. Okay, so the next one would be Ninja. Definitely top of amazing for me. I'll put it top of amazing. I'm thinking about putting it in whoa, but I'll put it in top of amazing just so you guys don't get too mad about me being biased because it's Arrow. I rode it 8 times, and I rode it 6 times in a row at the end of the day. Because normally I tried marathoning it. Let me get this first started. That I'm a Ninja fan. I like Ninja. I like the color scheme. I like the ride experience. I've been hearing people going, "Oh, it's so boring." I like the brake run into the corkscrew. That's one of my favorite bits. I will say it's rough. Right at the out of the sidewinder, it bangs you around. But that loop is killer. Transitions are not that bad, honestly. But if you ask me, I would say it's my favorite ride at St. Louis. Typically. It could be beaten by Mr. Freeze at times. I got my old list where I put it as third, and I put Freeze above it, and then I put American Thunder second above it. But this time it's on top because it didn't give me a bad ride. Maybe I hit my head a bit too much. I don't know, but it did not give me a bad ride. There's just so many things I like about it, and that's just the bottom line. I like the ride. It's fun. Top of amazing. Could be low whoa. Now I got an actual whoa category coming up though. Or actually it's next up. That would be River King Mine Train, the first ride I gotten on this thing. It's going in whoa. Now hold on. I never been a fan of aero mine trains, right? But let me tell you, this ride has brought me to love those rides. The out of control feeling, the airtime, the throwing out of your, just the out of control feeling is so much fun. It would not be as fun if they removed this, the weak lap bar on it. As I said, I rode Cedar Creek Mine Ride that's the first one I rode, and that was the only one I rode before this one. Hated it. Or I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it all that much. This one blew everything out of the water that day, with me having the low expectations, and then, boom. I know it's kind of a kiddie ride, people can say, but if you were to ask me, definitely one of the better rides in the park. I wish I could have experienced it with the dueling trains, but for what I can tell, it definitely has a good place in my heart, and I definitely think it's one of my favorite rides there. I slept on it last time I went there, and I went on it this time. Yeah. Okay, let's go to one that it's complicated for me. Last time I rode the Boss, I rode it at night. I would have put it in okay or low amazing. I'm gonna put it in meh. I got jackhammered to the absolute shit on this fucker. It hurt. I had fun, but it hurt. Right? I won't say it was unbearable and it was the worst ride I've ridden, but I got off it actually feeling pain. So I personally still would ride the ride. Because I don't normally, when I have a bad experience, I normally ride it again. Like how I'll ride the Legend again. But Boss goes in meh. And it's a high meh because I still remember it for bad reasons, but I do remember some of the first drop is killer. It wasn't as bad as the Legend is what I'm trying to say. Boss was meh. Last but not least, Pandemonium. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. You got to give me a second because this one is kind of hard to to do because it's not meh. I had fun. I would put it low okay. It's more fun with friends you actually know. The guys I went on with were chill and all, but I definitely won't say it was my favorite. I definitely won't say it's... I kind of want to put this above it, but this one at least didn't hurt, and it was crazy. So Batman, yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm putting Pandemonium. Pandemonium goes below Batman the Ride, but above the boss. Okay, so I just rearranged my rankings. I thought about it and I kind of swapped some things because I felt like I ranked some of them too low. So for my favorite one of the day would have to be River King Mine Train. I put that in low, so that's number 1 for my trip. For my number 2 would be Ninja. Ninja was definitely one of my highlights of my day when I was there. Boomerang would be number 3. I love the going back through the layout. That was just so much fun. Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast would be number 4. Yeah, I swapped some things around, but I definitely feel like I liked it more than American Thunder. It was more memorable than American Thunder if I think about it. So Mr. Freeze, it hurt a little bit at one point, but it was never all that bad. American Thunder was okay. I put it as number 5. What was the next one? Batman the Ride. I put that as number 6. Was not as memorable as I thought. Was not intense as the Great American one, and was definitely did not amaze me as much. Pandemonium. I don't know. I think it's fun, like more fun with friends that you actually know the ride with. It's more of like depending on the group you're with, the ride that ride. Boss, jackhammered, hurt. It's the lowest. Yeah. And of course we have Screaming Eagle. Didn't ride it. Yeah, that'll be my ranking. Don't roast me too much in the comments below. Especially with this Ninja and River King Mine Train ranking. Yeah. Please don't roast me too bad. Bye.